Does she add up more conspiracy? I wonder. TV. What is this? The Cinnabon employee who was fired for calling a small couple the N-word in Wisconsin has now received $130,000 in donations. Okay, honestly, you want to know what the silver lining of this is? The amount that she was able to fundraise is less, which means Trump economy is hitting white folk now. Okay. I made a doll of you. Please open the P.O. box. That sounds crazy, but oh my God, that's incredible. Okay, that's fucking fire. What the hell? Oh my God. That's sick. It's so jolly in the background. Thank you. Lafufu Ozan, I need one, honestly. At this point, people should just start taking these videos and sending them only to their boss or corporate so that these people still get fired, but no fundraising. Yeah, that's not going to happen. They will find a way to make it viral. It's not going to work that way. But regardless, where was I? Oh, personal news wise. Yeah. I mean, I talked about basketball and all this stuff, but, quick question. What's your opinion on Jasmine Crockett running, even though she's taking zero APAC money, but votes and Glaze Israel still? Yeah, I'm not the biggest Jasmine Crockett fan, but she has a lot of TikTok fans. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't understand. Why. I'll get into it. I'll get into the Jasmine Crockett stuff. Okay. Ben should be able to fall off hogwash. Jasmine. Hold on. Hold on. NF Piers Morgan. Jasmine Crockett drama. Is Jordan Peterson dead yet? I think so. But I don't know. As Cristobal said, ignore her at your peril. Don't say anything too bad about her. She got stands. No, I know she has shooters. I know. They get really mad. She has shooters even in this community. And they get so mad at me. They're like, you're fucking hateful. You're hateful towards a black woman. It's like, no. I just don't like her politics. Like, this is not, it doesn't matter what anyone's background is. You should know that by now. This is 2025. I think we've moved beyond this kind of politics. You think Benny Johnson fucked JD Vance? I need your take. I don't think so. But I mean, he is gay for sure. Benny Johnson outed. That's another right-wing drama situation. Do you think Tallarico is a better choice? It's just very strange because here's the thing, okay? If Jasmine Crockett had all of the Jasmine Crockett qualities, right? Loud, outspoken, confident, right? Bold, fighter, right? But then on top of that, had good politics, or at least had a crumb. If she gave me a fucking crumb of left populist politics, I'd be like, okay. Like, that's something. Like, give me something. Give me anything. But she gives me nothing. Even Greg Kazar has that background. You know what I mean? Even though he also... even though Greg Kazar is also, I think, somewhat disappointing on issues that pertain to foreign policy, but I don't know. Right-wing drama, Benny Johnson outed, Tim Pool bankrupt, Ben should be able to fall off hogwash. Benny Johnson outed, question mark, Tim Pool bankrupt, Paramount bid for Warner Brothers dispatch later. Get in now. there is this like strange phenomena. Yeah, dude, if Jasmine Crockett even had like Elizabeth Warren politics with her style, she would be a much more dangerous candidate for the Republicans in Texas, right? That's what it is. And it's crazy because like Tallarico on the other side, I get bad vibes off of too, but he does do the left populism a little bit. Okay. He does do the left populism, but then on his background, he's got like Miriam Adelson money. And that also freaks me out. Like straight up, as far as like, if I were to put Tallarico versus Graham Plattner, this is going to piss off a lot of people because like I've been very critical of Graham Plattner as well, even though people think I'm, dick riding him endlessly. I would say I trust Plattner more than I trust Tallarico. Maybe I'm fucked up for that. But like Graham Plattner's commentary on its face, without his background being called in the question, which obviously should be, but I'm saying like what Graham Plattner says right now is infinitely better and infinitely more in line with what I want from politicians than what I even hear from Tallarico, who definitely is more woke or more left populist in from Texas standards. So I don't know. Oh yeah, you're gonna get shit on for that one too. Woke Nazi over Adelson money. Well, okay, but fucking Adelson is a Nazi. Like, what do you mean? Woke Nazi who's anti-Israel. Okay, woke former Nazi, first of all. Woke former Nazi tattoo having BlackRock mercenary or Blackwater, mercenary versus a guy who's still got a Texas preacher who gets money from one of the most powerful Nazis. It's just not great. It's just not great. Things are not great. Do you see what I mean? Do you understand why I feel a little odd about all of this stuff? I feel a little strange about all of this stuff. It's just kind of like it's kind of like a mid-off. Exactly. That's my vote choices. I mean, it's Texas, so you just got to do what you got to do, You just got to see where the cards fall. So, anyway, do we have a blast off meme? I'm going to put that on there, and then we're going to get into it. We're going to get right into it because there's a lot going on, and there is... fucking Texas, man. Freaking Texas. There's so much potential and always squandered. Yeah, Texas. All options are shit. Open presents with 25 gifted. Let's go. We're never getting Blexes at this point. At least it's not as bad as Allred. Like, I do feel like Jasmine Crockett and Tallarico are still better than Allred. It's, dude, how bad are the options, man? Like, think about how bad the fucking options are. No wonder people still talk about that first Beto run. Okay? No wonder people still talk about that first Beto run as this like pivotal moment in Texas politics, because he just genuinely was marginally to the left of everybody else. That's it. Like, for the first time, they were like, oh my God, this guy is seemingly somewhat normal. And obviously his career fucking fell apart and everything he did after that was dog shit. But that first run was so exciting for people because they were like, oh, he's kind of chill and also seemingly progressive. And he had all the motion, he had all the momentum. And I totally understand why people were like, the more I look at current Texas candidates, the more I understand why so many people really believed in Beto the first time around. Okay? The guns thing broke his election. Yeah, I mean, he went nutty mode on that. It was pretty crazy. Brother, if you're going to run on, I'm taking away your guns in the state of Texas, then you might as well fucking say, like, you know, I think we should reappropriate every American military base and restructure the military into being, you know, the Army Corps of Engineers only or something. Because, like, it's such a fucking insane take. Like, at that point, you should not just say Medicare for all. You should say, like, I'm going to jail every insurance executive. Do you see what I mean? Like, use it on something that's actually impactful. If you're going to fucking go on, like, we're not just doing modest gun control. We're coming to your home and taking away your guns. You know what I mean? Might as well offer the entity of Texas to Oklahoma. It's just one of the craziest things that you could run on. It's one of the craziest things that you can run on in the state of Texas, right? So if you're running on that in the state of Texas, you might as well run on fucking Medicare for all. These guys would rather say we're gonna shoot you at your home if you own guns in the state of Texas before they say we're doing Medicare for all. You know? It's fucking crazy. I was muted. Is this Beto? The Republic of Texas can't do it without a lot of work. Isn't there agreement to join? Logs, please. The libs are going to say that leftists are attacking Jasmine and calling it misogynoir, but every single criticism I see from the left about Jasmine is that she's been openly an Israel glazer and she has no clear policies to speak about. But like you literally said, she has such great qualities, including her being a strong black woman. That is a shame. She has no good policies to back her up. Yeah, I just need a crumb. I need a crumb from Jasmine Crockett, please. Like, she just... it sucks that she's like a fighter. She's anti-Trump. All of those qualities are so great. Okay. And she has a decent presence on TikTok. People seem to really love her, but like, you're squandering it. What the fuck? Just give me something to hold on to, man. What the fuck? She should get a Nazi tattoo. Yeah. Show me some bipartisanship. No, but like it's Jasmine Crockett is the 2016 era resistance lib, and it's genuinely it is listen, it is genuinely a sign that things have deteriorated even further, that the 2016 era liberalism is still seen as like this bold, radical step in the right direction by liberals. I don't care for her too much. She's the Kamala of Congress, say a whole lot, but stand for literally nothing. No, she's definitely more outspoken than Kamala Harris is. Like, she's definitely more of like a clapback, like hashtag resistance clapback style candidate. She's definitely better than Kamala on that front. We need young communicators. She can be that person. The problem is she stands for fucking nothing, okay? It is annoying. And also, obviously, she is 17 billion times better than Ted Cruz, but that's not the point. We're talking about the primary, right? We're talking about this is what we are talking about. She said Latinos who voted for Trump have a slave mentality and that's why they voted for him. I'm going to be honest with you. That is what I mean. As far as like the gaffes, that's not necessarily a bad thing in this day and age. Like, anyone that fucking does like outrage baiting off of that shit is just silly as fuck, okay? I've heard Latinos in this chat say worse shit about their fucking immediate relatives that voted for Donald Trump. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, that's what I mean. Like, that kind of shit is actually not a bad thing. That's like low-key kind of a good thing. When she said like Greg Abbott was Governor Hot Wheels, like that's raw. That's fucked up. Okay? It's not necessarily a bad thing that you got someone who like says stuff like that, okay? Bro, she literally said Greg Abbott was governor Hot Wheels. I couldn't believe it. I was like, God damn. I mean, hell yeah. It's fucking awesome. Her recovery on that was kind of bad. Like, she didn't land it. She didn't stick the landing at all. She didn't stick the landing at all, but like, it just sucks that on the policy front, which is the thing that I do care about, she is just ass. We all call Abbott Hot Wheels for years. I know, but that's us. We're not politicians. Okay. It's a little different when you got a Democrat in the state of Texas saying that. Like, that is, it's why Trump is so popular. Yeah, but I mean, you know, there are differences here. Okay, there are differences. You can't be just all clapbacks. Trump is not just popular because he's all clapbacks. He's also popular because he taps into a very important policy frequency: white supremacist, anti-immigrant rhetoric. Okay, the fuck, like, that is policy. Build the wall is policy. It's not the best policy. You know, it's not good policy, but it's policy nonetheless. It's something that people are invested in. Anyway, yeah, let's start out with Jasmine Crockett. And also, the New York Times is like talking about how we need to be more hawkish, which is expected from the New York Times. So ass. But yeah, Jasmine Crockett came out and had a couple moments. People are very critical of her. I'm gonna say the good and I'm gonna say the bad. Okay. From the jump, let's start with the biggest negatives, right? The pros and cons. The biggest negative is her policy platform is kind of ass. It's not even kind of ass. I'm just going to be honest. It's really bad, actually. It's really, really fucking bad. It's not even Jasmine Fetterman Crockett, because John Fetterman actually was like at least lying about being progressive on a lot of issues, right? Your blast off tweet redirects to some ad? Wait, what the frick? What do you mean? Oh, shit. Oops. You're right. I didn't spell Twitch correctly. I updated it. Oops. I misspelled Twitch. I was so excited to fucking blast off and get started on politics. There's so much going on in the background today. Yeah, because it's Christmas, dude. I'm Christ cucked. I'm the most Christ cucked Muslim out there. You don't understand. Fuck Twitch. I don't fuck with Twitch. Hasanabi. Okay, Raw Girth Minerals. You've been in here for 58 months. You've been fucking with me. Premature eblastulation. Okay. So Jasmine Crockett, right? One of the things that I'm obviously very frustrated by is the fact that, you know, she is pro-Israel, right? She's pro-Israel. And it's crazy to me that, like, Israel has actually played a big role in buying out a lot of fucking black congresspersons on the Democratic Party side. Well, that's where all the black congresspersons are, let's be real. But they have done this, okay? They have straight up done this. Like, some of the most powerful, they've done it across the board. But the expectation obviously is that you know, black congresspersons could be more progressive given their own personal background and personal experience, experiencing white supremacy, right? Experiencing white supremacy in the United States of America is supposed to be it's my expectation, at least, is like, okay, like, I want to vote for you because I assume that, like, your lived experience is going to motivate your worldview, is going to guide your worldview, it's going to motivate your policies. Did I miss the Black Israelite discussion? No, that's not what? No, that's not what I'm saying. Come on. Let's be real. I know this is a touchy subject. Everyone's going to fucking yell at me and clip me out of context here, but, like, The peace. The expectation is that people that go to Israel, especially black people that go to Israel, are gonna have a Ta-Nehisi Coates style like revelation where they look at the situation, they go, "What the fuck is this? This is apartheid. What are we doing?" Right? And it's I mean, there's also like obviously the Israeli version of white supremacy as well. It's a little bit different, but it exists. I think another part of this is how the internet has focused so much on AIPAC. Yeah, I know. That's why I get so fucking annoyed by just AIPAC, like people focusing on AIPAC. It's not just AIPAC, okay? It's not just AIPAC. AIPAC is basically the most like popular version of this problem, but there are a million different subsidiaries and all this stuff. Black people are not a monolith. No, of course black people are not a monolith, but black people, every single black person has experienced white supremacy in the United States of America. While black people are not a monolith, every single black person has, to a certain degree, experienced white supremacy, whether they recognize it or they don't recognize it. So that obviously is supposed to be, no, not even black Republicans. That's just how white supremacy works, right? It's such a foundational part of the American experience. So for that reason, the lived experiences, especially of black politicians, my assumption is going to be, that they will see what Israel is about and be like, this is fucking bullshit. Like, I know what's going on here, right? So it's always confusing to me when I see the Congressional Black Caucus take certain decisions, or if I see like power players in the Democratic Party be so pro-Israel like Hakeem Jeffries. It's just very frustrating. Okay, very, very frustrating. Jasmine Crockett is another example of this, right? An example of the type of scrutiny Jasmine Crockett has escaped so far. She was sufficiently pro-Israel at the start of her time in Congress to be featured in a tweet from the IDF's official account standing in front of an Iron Dome battery. IDF posted this before October 7, of course, but we hosted a U.S. Democratic congressional delegation organized by AIPAC, led by House Minority Leader Representative Jeffries and Representative Steny Hoyer. The delegation toured an Iron Dome battery and Hezbollah's terrorist tunnels in northern Israel. We held productive discussion on shared security challenges. And it doesn't end there, because Jasmine Crockett has been questioned about America's allegiance to Israel and allyship to Israel, and she has straight up said, like, no, Israel is a very important ally. Israel's a very important ally. She is to the right of the average Democrat at this point, I think, unless she has some new takes when she's running. This is an indication to me, because I'm not a single issue voter by any means, but like Israel is a very good example of like not listening to the base, right? For me, when I see a Democratic politician look at the issue of Israel right now and still take this like dodgy ass position, I see it as a litmus test. Like, if you're doing that for Israel, you're not going to do anything for your voters. You're not going to do right by your voters at all. You're not going to give a shit about your constituents, because your constituents are literally saying like, fuck Israel, right? I'm not doing this assessment on some moral grounds, even though you absolutely can, and many people do, and that's understandable if you do that. But for me, this is beyond that, right? I wear many different hats when I'm doing this kind of political commentary, and one of the hats I wear is an assessment of performance, right? I'm looking at this from a pure performance basis. In this day and age, at this stage, when Gavin Newsom is out there talking about, oh, I've never taken money from AIPAC and I never will take money from AIPAC, right? Like, when he's saying shit like that because he has ambitions to run for office, to run for the presidency, when you got the governor of California saying shit like that, and a lot of people don't realize that refusing to speak at AIPAC was a controversial moment for fucking Bernie Sanders only like 5-6 years ago, okay? That was seen as like a crazy thing that Bernie Sanders would refuse to speak at AIPAC. And now you got Gavin Newsom being like, fuck AIPAC, because he wants to run for president. In that environment where the attitude, the popular sentiment is shifted so dramatically against Israel, when you still have Jasmine Crockett talking like this, I see that as a major litmus test. Also, yeah, I know. He's taking JPAC money. It's California's top pro-Israel super PAC. I know. You're talking about Gavin Newsom. Yes. Gavin Newsom has taken money from Israel. He's just fucking saying, oh, I wouldn't take money from AIPAC. Like, he's performative. And also, not only is he performative, but also the reason why I'm using that as an example is because he's doing performance in the direction of anti-Israel. Okay? Do you understand? He is doing performance. He's doing a performance as a dedicated room reader in the direction of anti-Israel sentiment, which means there is clearly a lot of demand for that kind of sentiment. For me, this goes beyond Israel. I'm not making a single issue argument about Israel, even though many people will see this as such, and it's understandable. Okay? Because it's such a ridiculous thing to still be in support of. But it's not only immoral, not only is it unimaginably immoral, it's also idiotic. And that's the reason why I think it's a very good litmus test, because if you're anti-Israel, when your fucking constituents are demanding that you, if you're pro-Israel, when your constituents are demanding you be anti-Israel, then why would you ever be in favor of Medicare for all, for example? Right?
Tired of us sending money to Israel.
I understand. I also think that if people are going to vote as it relates to foreign affairs, which typically is not how people vote. People typically vote based on how are the gas prices.
Okay, but how do you feel? You're a person. You're a politician. How do you feel personally? The tactical, the electoral calculation here, like, oh, people don't vote on foreign policy, is bullshit. Because he asked you that question not on the basis of foreign policy. He asked you that question on the basis of how Americans do care about Israel. That is the most prescient way to cover the issue of Israel. We are giving Israel billions of dollars, and they're doing a lot of fuck shit. Okay? Like, yes, it's correct. Americans don't care about foreign policy, but that's just Americans don't care about foreign policy when we're like going out and doing wars and stuff like that until it gets really unpopular, and then that's all they care about, right? Having said that, Americans do care about like giving unlimited funds to Israel. They don't fucking like it. So anyone that says, "Oh, Americans don't care about foreign policy," actually, well, they're it's a cop out. Like it's a total cop out.
How are my housing costs treating me right now? What's my job situation looking like? Those are the things that typically drive our elections and how people decide how they're going to vote. When you start talking about foreign affairs, if that is going to be kind of like the precipice for determining whether you vote or who you vote for, then I want people to really dig in to foreign affairs, right? Like, and ask the question, which I think is a fair question. I think it's a fair question of all the money, is to ask the question of, well, why do we send money to Israel? Like, what is that about? And learn about the fact that this is an allyship that existed before I was around, before, well, no, the president was a baby. He was still around, though. But it is an enduring relationship and learning the history of the region in and of itself. And I would argue that the most disputed land in the world is that land. And it goes beyond the Palestinians and the Israelis, but I mean, you can go back to the Romans. So one of the scariest things for me, if I'm being like 1,000 right now, which my team will.
Oh God, it's so bad. It's so fucking bad. She's never been super smart. I've never been a fan. No, she actually is. If you think she's not super smart, you're fucking silly. Okay, you're getting lost in the sauce. You're getting caught up with the aesthetics. And if people were to say that you're a little bit racist for that, there's good reason. She's literally a fucking lawyer, man. All these politicians are fucking way smarter than you think they are, okay? She's just presenting herself a certain type of way to be more palatable, to be more appealing. Of course she's fucking smart. She's just bad. She's smart. That's why she's bad. Do you understand? Also, you can be smart and not be able to dance around this issue. She's failing to dance around the issue. She's doing a fucking bad job at she's doing a very bad job of dancing around the issue because this is one of those issues that's black and white. That's it. Again, that's a great idea in theory, but primaries are literally used to determine the best option moving forward. Why wasn't it an all or nothing victory when they decided to wheel out Biden or a shutdown, win nothing, show for it? This isn't team sports. Republicans and MAGA are doing active damage to the country. It should be a victory at all costs at this point. Yeah, that's why we're talking about this before the fucking primaries. What are you talking about? There's a primary structure that's going on. What are we doing? Is every election calculation going to be the same? People coming in here and being like, you didn't want Kamala. You were being so critical of Kamala. Yeah, if Kamala Harris were to listen to some of the fucking arguments that I was presenting, maybe she would have been able to put forward a stronger fucking candidacy and actually defeat Donald Trump. This is my job. Okay? This is my job. Like I said, there is a lot that I actually would like about Jasmine Crockett. Some of the things that actually a lot of white people despise about Jasmine Crockett, I like about Jasmine Crockett, okay? She's bold. She does clapbacks. She's unafraid of, saying shit that is very polarizing at times. I like that, okay? I like all of that. That's good. Democrats want a fighter, okay? Like, Jasmine Crockett will literally call Marjorie Taylor Greene a racist bitch, okay? And that's the energy that I think a lot of people want right now, and that's a good thing, okay? The problem is she's only a fighter on the aesthetic front. And if you are going to be a politician, if you're going to be a senator, you need to be a fighter on the policy front first and foremost. That's the most significant part of your fucking job, okay? So her pros are great, On paper, she has a lot going on. At least in a first glance. But the things that matter the most are still going to be anchoring yourself around identifiable policies, okay?
Won't beat me up about this later. But if I'm being 1,000 about this, when you think about, and because of the conversations that I've had, if the United States says we will throw away our 75 plus year relationship with Israel because we don't like their leader, then if we end up with Trump, we set a precedent for all these other allies to throw us away, because I have heard from other allies.
Oh, this is so bad. Oh, it's such a, what the fuck? This argument is so dumb, dude. Oh my God. I'm sorry. You did not think this through at all. This is the worst way to try to fucking defend Israel, which is already an indefensible project, especially for Democrats. Okay? God damn, that shit sucks. God damn. I mean, I don't know at what point she said this. Obviously, it's not like, it must have been somewhat recent. Like, it's not, because she has the bleach blonde bad body t-shirt, which was her quote against Marjorie Taylor Greene. Anyway, the point is, you can't look disingenuous, and you can't look too self-centered. And unfortunately, I think in the absence of any sort of tangible policy position that you can associate her with, she will come across as disingenuous to maybe not her super fans, which she has cultivated a legion of, but to the other voters that would vote for her, unless she makes it out of the primary, it's going to be I mean, I don't know how she makes it out of the primary with this shit.
Nations that they don't fucking like Trump, right? If we lose our allies, now I'm looking at the vulnerability of us, the people that elected me, and I am concerned about whether or not, like, we live in a bubble. You talk about bubbles, we live in a bubble. Because on both sides of us, we got...
Mike says something. Liberals see language not as a way to understand each other, to share moments or anything good. To them, language is a tool that makes people give them what they want. And some of chat falls right in every time you weren't here to pick them back up. Jasmine plays a good game for someone so politically inept but not dumb. I don't know. I think... I mean, I don't think many people have seen this. I haven't even seen this before. So I think that's probably the reason why. Because a lot of people have only seen her highlights, her highlight reels, right? And some people that have seen her highlight reel don't like it. They think, oh, she's loud. I don't like that black woman, like that. Some people feel that way, right? There's like a lot of racial animus. And then some people see that and they really like it, right? And I think, like, the thing I've been very critical of Jasmine Crockett for a long time because I've always maintained the position that, like, you can't be all smoke and mirrors. You can't be all flash and no meat and potatoes, right? That's the problem. She has the showmanship, which can be polarizing at times, but I think the base wants that, right? They clearly respond positively to Gavin Newsom doing that sort of thing. But she doesn't have the bare bones policy backing. Like, there is no... this has been my major gripe with Jasmine Crockett from the start. I always say, anytime I see her popping off on the timeline, what do I always say? I say, look, it's great that she's like sticking it to the Republicans and she's really telling it like it is, but where the fuck's the policy? Okay? Like, we're not trying to sell t-shirts here. You're a politician. You're supposed to fucking have actual tangible goals. Like, you have to fucking make people's lives better. That's what you're supposed to do.
Water and North and South, we got pretty decent friends, right? Like, we closer with the people up north than we are the people down south, but either way, we got friends.
And this is policy, by the way, for the record. It's just really dog shit policy. This is a bad defense of really bad policy. A policy of being pro-Israel.
On both sides, right? That don't mean that we are liked in this world. Like, a lot of people hate us. But it's about being able to flex. Like, oh, do you want to play with us? It's like, think about, like, those people that used to go to your school and they had, like, the biggest family. They had all the brothers and sisters. If you decided you was going to fight one, you was going to have to fight the whole family. Right. So you like, forget that, I ain't finna do that, right? But, like...
My dad got mad at you once for talking about how our dancing on TikTok wasn't helping us. And he was like, dancing is a protest that's been part of us always. And I had to explain to him, well, yeah, I know that and understand that as a black woman myself. But she literally wasn't helping us at that time. And Trump, I believe, still got his way. Yeah. Stop defending her, bro. No one's going to call you racist. This shit is what got us Kamala. Wait, what? Defending her? Yo, can everybody fucking just take a deep breath and try to hear the words that are coming out of my mouth? What the fuck are you talking about? Are you listening to any of the words that are coming out of my mouth? What the fuck? First of all, I already started the conversation. If you think that people aren't going to call me racist for any sort of criticism, you're out of your fucking mind. I already know that that's going to happen. I'm telling you, I don't give a shit about that. Okay? And secondly, you're being weird as fuck about it, especially because I already am criticizing her. The things that I'm criticizing her on, however, is not the aesthetics. The aesthetics, I don't think, are a negative here. The aesthetics, as a matter of fact, given where the base is is actually a positive for her. Okay. The issue here is perhaps the most consequential problem at the heart of the Democratic Party. Okay. She doesn't have good policy prescriptions that she can anchor her charismatic campaign run around. Okay. Like, oh, we have to flex our military power overseas. Like, who the fuck wants that, man? People, like, she got it right over here, okay? She got it right here. People actually don't care about foreign policy. People care about, like, how am I gonna make rent? How am I gonna put food on my table? She's right. And then she goes back to, and that's the reason why we have to defend Israel, because we have to flex on our enemies. There's a lot of people who hate us. It's like, oh, what are you fucking saying? What are you saying? I just don't understand it, especially because she's currently wearing a t-shirt that says bleach blonde bad body, right? Because she dunked on Marjorie Taylor Greene and a lot of people liked it. Marjorie Taylor Greene is more woke than she is on Israel. How the fuck is that the current affairs in the United States of America right now? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? I'm sorry. That is unacceptable. Wake the fuck up. God damn, dude. What game are we playing here? Marjorie Taylor Greene, under no circumstances, should be better than a Democrat trying to run for fucking Senate on Israel. Okay? That right there is a major fucking issue. Be adults. Do you want to fucking beat Republicans, or do you just want a crumb of power so you can fucking get lobbying funds and send your children to the best schools and make them wonderful participants in this devastating, destructive, self-destructive capitalist structure? They're saying Crockett has nothing going for her, yapping it up amusingly as a net zero value. If your policy's dog shit on every single topic, there's no need to give her any credit, to be honest. She got nothing of value to add. No, I think there is potential. The problem is she's squandering the potential for bullshit. And squandering the potential for bullshit like this is actually not just like, oh, another Texas race loss. This is like, at a certain point, becomes life or death. Okay?
That don't mean that we are liked in this world. Mm-hmm. Like, a lot of people hate us. Mm-hmm. But it's about being able to flex. Like, oh, do you want to play with us? Mm-hmm. It's like, think about, like, those people that used to go to your school and they had, like, the biggest family. They had all the brothers and sisters. If you decided you was going to fight one, you was going to have to fight the whole family. Right. So you, like, forget that, I ain't finna do that, right? But, like, if it's just one kid, we may go jump you, right? That's the difference. And so for
Bro, do you not realize that the new meta is that being anti-Israel means you're a Nazi? Notice how all the crazy people like Candace are the only voices of reason when it comes to Israel. It's by design. Yeah, except that's not working. And the only thing that's doing is making people go, okay, I'm a Nazi then. Do you not understand that? Because you're not going to be able to shame people back into a pro-Israel position. That's not going to happen. No, that chatter is not actually on copium. That chatter is right. If you noticed, all of the most popular anti-Israel voices, with the exception of someone like myself and maybe like Zohran Mamdani and maybe a handful of other people, every single anti-Israel voice that gets nonstop coverages is Nick Fuentes, Tucker Carlson, Marjorie Taylor Greene. Okay? Why the fuck do you think that's going on? People don't realize that, like, simply associating all of the top anti-Israel voices with, like, anti-Semitism is not actually going to make Americans go, you know what? This is embarrassing. We really got to be more pro-Israel now. No, it's making them go, well, I guess we agree with them because they're the fucking loud and proud and bold voices on the anti-Israel cause. Because the major issue changed already. Okay? You can... What do we have? You got 28 degrees. But you got Zohran.
This way, Mr. Mamdani.
We got
Will you
70
enter
7
into my
degrees,
service?
but we got Karen Bass and we got gruesome Governor Gavin Newsom.
I can play the role of maiden. I offer you.
Wait,
an
what the
accord.
fuck? I didn't realize I was in this. That's so stupid. That's so stupid. Y'all are dumb. Y'all are dumb for this.
Foul tarnished in search of the Elden Ring. Put these foolish ambitions to rest.
I can't remember the last time a new tarnished made their way to the round table.
The name is Mamdani.
Finished Elden Ring, dummy. You actually mean Fox News will air this to prove his violent past. So you have to choose the AOC ending or the Hassan ending, Law. Yeah. I didn't finish Erdtree, that's true. I didn't. I have consistently avoided the DLCs on every From Software game. The DLC, Dispatch, MGS, we have so many gaming problems to keep. Okay, Gaming Frogs, you guys are being extra annoying because I started playing again and you have not stopped. Like, you get a little crumb. Anyway, this is the part of the broadcast where I tell you about my personal news, ladies and gentlemen. We're live, we're alive. It's personal news time. Obviously, not much is going on. You already know. Not much is going on in my in the world of Hassan Hassan Parker. Was all of this planned or just a happy accident? What, this? Hassan wearing this next to the AT&T logo? When it's known that they fucking hate him is so amazing, especially now the photos are on Getty, which means the media might use them for unrelated articles about him. No, it was not on purpose. No, why the fuck would it be on purpose? I just don't think it's as big as a deal this year. Who knows? If you game today, your pimples will disappear. No, they won't. Anyway,
Charlie.
what the fuck is this? All right, we're live, we're alive, and I hope all the boys, girls, and MBs are having a fantastic one because today's a beautiful day. Today's a wonderful day. This is part of the broadcast where I tell you about my personal news. Yes, I'm aware that there's a Chinese World War II game about fighting Japan. I know, I saw it. It's fucking awesome. It looks dope. I'm very excited. I will definitely play that. But yeah, personal news-wise, I ended the broadcast yesterday after a short half-day Hossie ass stream, giving you unfortunately 8 hours, well 7 hours and 50. Okay, 7 hours and 50 minutes. And then what did I do? Honestly, nothing. I had dinner. Oh, I had a photo shoot. The reason why I ended the broadcast, that's right. I had a photo shoot with a newspaper that did a profile on your boy. And I've been doing a bunch of photo shoots lately. I had a magazine one too that's like gonna be very weird, very strange. Fan cam has popped the fuck off. Praxis is back. Oh my God, this one got 90,000 likes. Let's freaking go, fam. Oh, hell yeah. I was an early reposter. Let's be real. I reposted this early. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, I did the photo shoot. I was basically dying during the photo shoot. Hopefully it looks good. I don't know if it will because I was so tired. And after the photo shoot, I watched more Severance. I'm almost done with season 2 now. I'm almost caught up with Severance, and it's very exciting. It's very cool. I like it. But I went to bed early. And I went to bed early, and then I woke up at like 3 a.m. or 3:30 a.m. and I couldn't sleep again. And I think it might be because I busted my internal clock. Like I genuinely, I have been watching Pluribus, but I haven't seen the last episode yet. So it's, I don't know. I didn't think that I would be impacted by, what people call jet lag because I'm goated, right? That's what I thought. But it turns out maybe the entire month. Unk mode? Brother, I was literally all over. I was scouring the entire planet last month. Okay? I'm sorry. That's a little crazy. 5 Chinese cities, Dublin, Belfast, freaking DC, New York, back to LA in between. Anyway, Hassan, China is ruled by autistics. Vindicated. Oh, this bridge. This is too scary. But you're just a dude who likes bridges. Just a guy who lived in Iowa, by the way. Just a guy who first lived in basically the Hubei province, which is Iowa of China, and then just lived in Iowa too. Yeah, just a dude who loves infrastructure. Hassan, you could live in Iowa too? No, thanks. Yeah, I woke up and I kept watching Severance, low-key. I just kept watching Severance. Hassan, you're so peak. Thank you. Thank you, Chatter. And went back to sleep, played a little bit of basketball in the morning. Let me tell you something about basketball, by the way. When I don't ball, this is Unk status, okay? Couple things about basketball. Unk status number 1. LSK has been blowing up my phone. For those of you who don't know, I'm talking about Chris, who is 6'10", basketball content creator. For those of you who don't know, who I skunked last year at the Jesser tournament for 2 Hype. Okay. And if you recall, apparently that experience actually kickstarted his journey of like just, you know, getting back into great shape, putting on muscle, just absolutely destroying fools in the creator clash and stuff. He's just been playing his face off. And he just keeps hitting me up to be like, yo, let's ball. And it's crazy, but like I straight up told him today, after months and months of ducking him, I was like, listen, dude, ever since that game happened, I've been on a downtrend, and I know you've been training. I know you've been on your training arc. I'm been on a downtrend. You're gonna destroy me. I mean, he's gonna let his nuts hang, okay? He is going to destroy me if I play with him. It's going to be, it's not even gonna be a contest. And he wants to do a rematch, but I can't. I'm down to do a rematch with him when I'm like a little bit better. Right now, I'm not, okay? When you're 34 and you stop balling for like a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks and you're traveling too much, you lose all cardio. I lost all cardio. I played for like 40 minutes today and my face is still red from the lack of oxygen, okay? You know, back hurts. Dude, you're 34. There is no getting better, man. Back hurts. Belly protruding. Bro, you got lucky. Don't give him a rematch. I know. I'm going to take that to the grave, dude. Phillip Rivers is 44 and about to be back in the NFL. If you can do it, my goat can. You're not Vince Carter, little bro. You don't got one more in you. No, I got one more in me. No, I just need to get I just need to get on steroids, I think. That's why I need to get on steroids and do a roid arc, hit the TRT button, maybe some Ozempic on the side. I don't know. Just like a cocktail. I'm kidding. Bro's been training. Don't Ozempic, it'll paralyze your stomach. Yeah, I'm actually. Bro, get on TN 3 hours in the gym daily. Brain is 60% fat. Do not take Ozempic or you will post nonstop on IG stories. You're being attacked on TikTok.
Chinese food?
Oh, I know. I already reposted. I saw it yesterday. I got called out. Okay. I got called out pretty aggressively. I got called out pretty aggressively by this guy, by this Hasanabe head. And honestly,
you met me at a...
I will say it. I'll say it like it is. Why do I need enemies when I got Hasanabe heads like these? Okay. Straight up.
A very specific time in my life. A very Chinese time. 你好，美女。你想马上结婚吗? I love high-speed rail so much. Yeah, I'm Chinese. Yeah.
This is fucked up, bro. This is fucked up.
No. I've decided to be... Dude, let me put you on. Okay, let me put you on. It's so good. 古以来，我是中国人. Is that how I say it?
You know what? Sometimes holding up a mirror to my face is what hurts the most, okay? Anyway, this is the Charlie Kirky.
I spot the perky. Charlie Kirky. I Charlie Kirky.
Dude, Hyperpop is back. This is the greatest transgender revenge is hyper popping Charlie Kirky. Okay. It's straight up. There is no greater revenge. There is no greater revenge. The revenge of the transgenders. I just popped a perky Charlie Kirky. That's crazy. Seeing the meme reaction is enough to convince me never to be a public person, because if I get clipped, what do you mean? There'd be multiple meme songs made about it? No, it's yeah. Listen, before the Charlie Kirk assassination, I used to say, like, I don't really give a shit. If I die, I die. Who gives a fuck, right? But, like, after the Charlie Kirk assassination, I realized I can't die anymore, because it's not about the friends and family you leave behind and how sad they will get, but it's about how embarrassing it will be. Okay? Going forward, it's just like, if you die, your legacy is just always going to be this. You can only go out old age, washed, chopped, unk style, surrounded by friends and family, in a demonic, in the ways that most of these demons go out. You know what I mean? Like Dick Cheney and shit. Just, that's the only time motherfuckers don't do this to you. If you go out young, they will destroy you. They will cook you. Because most of these young people don't know who the fuck Dick Cheney is, so they don't know to make memes about him. You know what I mean? Have you seen the Zoran Elden Ring mod? Yes, I just saw it. I know Jose made a banger video about the sharp fall of Ben Shapiro. I'm gonna be watching it. It's a part of the fucking whole package that I got. It's right here. MAGA's going crazy. MAGA loses after Tucker Carlson buys new home in Qatar. Ben Shapiro's fall off. Tim Pool's fall off. We got it all on the docket. We got the Piers Morgan, Nick Fuentes thing too. I'm already cooking memes in case you do go out. That's crazy, man. You guys, bro, you guys need to be my Fedayeen. You need to be ride or die. You need to be defending me, not fucking playing into it. Not freaking playing into the haters. Today's the day that Candace Owens will finally tell her dedicated and loyal followers her side. Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about. Didn't you do Nick Fuentes and Piers Morgan? No, I didn't finish it yesterday. I'm not gonna watch the whole thing, but there's a couple parts of it that I will actually go through as well.